Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful week of December 9. Steffy and Ridge lose Carter's point of no return. Brooke stuck in mess. The bold and the beautiful B&B. Spoilers for the week of December 9 to 13 reveal that Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, will have a lot to mull over after visiting Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, in jail. Whether Luna makes a plea for freedom help or not, Bill will no doubt struggle to get her off his mind. In the meantime, let's talk about Carter Walton's Lawrence St. Victor LLC papers, since those will become official once they're filed. Since Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, may fail to get the Forresters out of this paperwork trap, Carter could finally take the throne soon enough. B&B spoilers say Carter will unleash some chaos and pass the point of no return. It certainly sounds like Carter will embrace his new power at Forrester Creations and start implementing all his grand ideas. Of course, Carter and Hope Logan's Annika Noel romance should thrive, at least until Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. potentially find a way to sabotage their relationship status. Our predictions hint that Hope and Carter will fall even deeper in love, but will this takeover scheme score the Forrester success they're hoping for? As for Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, she may continue to feel rather caught in the middle of it all. Brooke showed her loyalty to Ridge by giving him updates on this takeover plot as soon as she heard about it. However, Brooke may wonder if Ridge really deserves that loyalty if he continues bashing Hope and possibly leans on Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, as he copes with this nightmare. It could leave Brooke wondering if her future with Ridge is slipping away. Speaking of slipping away, Remy Price, Christian Weissman, may fear that he's losing his own chance at romance with Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace. The closer Electra gets to Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, the more concerned Remy may become. Will Remy plot against Will in some nefarious way and try to drive him out of the picture? Time will tell, but Remy will definitely keep stalking Electra in the coming episodes. Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, and Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, will have an opportunity to watch Remy closely at Il Giardino, but will they pick up on any troubling warning signs as the storyline moves along? Regardless, Will's definitely going to see some red flags as he hangs around Remy and hears more news about his past with Electra. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say the week of December 9 to 13 will bring some highs and lows, so stay tuned. The bold and the beautiful week of December 9, Steffy and Ridge lose Carter's point of no return, Brooke stuck in mess. As December rolled in, the dramatic lives of the Forrester family were once again in turmoil. The week of December 9 brought with it shocking revelations, heartfelt confrontations, and undeniable tension. The simmering chaos that had been building within the Forrester clan reached its boiling point, threatening not only their personal relationships but the future of their empire. Steffy and Ridge lose Carter's point of no return. One of the most intense moments of the week revolved around Carter Walton. After months of being a trusted confidant and seemingly loyal ally to the Forresters, Carter found himself standing at a crossroads. His loyalty was tested when Steffy and Ridge were forced to confront him over decisions he had made, decisions that threatened to unravel everything they had worked so hard to build. Carter, the man who had once been the rock of the Forrester team, found himself in a position where his ethical compass was being questioned. The Forresters were blindsided when it became clear that Carter had crossed a line in his professional and personal decisions. He had allowed himself to become entangled in matters that directly conflicted with the values and integrity of the Forrester family. Steffy, her usual confidence shaken by this turn of events, found herself at odds with Carter's actions. She had always trusted him, but now, as the details emerged, she realized that he might have been hiding something far more serious than anyone had anticipated. Ridge, usually the voice of reason and calm in the family, was furious. His disappointment was palpable as he confronted Carter, demanding to know how he could betray the Forrester legacy. What followed was an emotionally charged exchange that left Carter with no way out. The consequences of his actions loomed large, and Steffy and Ridge made it clear that Carter had crossed a point of no return in their eyes. The damage was done, and their relationships, once strong, were now irreparably strained. The Forrester family was left reeling, wondering how they would ever trust Carter. Cut ties with Carter was not an easy one for Steffy and Ridge, but the realization that he had betrayed them on such a deep level forced their hand. Carter, devastated by the loss of his place within the Forrester circle, was left to pick up the pieces of his life. As he walked away from the family that had once been his, viewers were left questioning what the future would hold for him, and whether redemption was even possible. Brooke stuck in the mess. Meanwhile, Brooke Logan, always at the center of Forrester family drama, found herself in a precarious position. She had long been caught between the emotional rift between Ridge and Steffy, and her role in the mess had only deepened as the week unfolded. The saga of her complicated relationships, especially with Ridge, was far from over. Brooke had always been a woman of strong convictions, but the events of this week showed her struggling to navigate the emotional minefield that had become her life. Ridge's outrage over Carter's betrayal was just one part of the equation. Brooke had to deal with her own set of challenges, not just in her marriage, but also in her dealings with her daughter, Hope, and the growing tension between her and Steffy. The week saw Brooke trying, once again, to balance the demands of being a wife and mother while dealing with the turmoil that surrounded her. Ridge, in his anger and disappointment, began to withdraw from Brooke, adding yet another layer of tension to their already fragile relationship. Brooke, feeling the distance between them growing, desperately tried to hold on to the relationship she cherished, but the cracks were becoming harder to ignore. To make matters worse, Brooke found herself increasingly isolated from her family. Hope, her daughter, continued to struggle with her own emotional journey, and the tensions between the Logan and Forrester families were at an all-time high. While Brooke had always prided herself on keeping the peace, it seemed like that role was no longer sustainable. At the heart of Brooke's turmoil was her sense of guilt. She questioned whether her decisions had led to the family rifts she was now experiencing. Her marriage to Ridge had always been complicated, and now, with the Forrester family fractured and Carter's betrayal weighing heavily on the dynamics, Brooke had to confront the possibility that she might have played a part in it all. The mess was real, and Brooke was stuck in the middle of it. She tried to reassure herself that she could fix things, but with each passing day, it became increasingly clear that the situation was beyond her control. The emotional ties between the Forrester and Logan families were unraveling faster than she could mend them, leaving her questioning not just her role in the family, but her place in Ridge's heart. The tension between families grows. As the week wore on, the divide between the Forrester and Logan families became even more pronounced. What had once been a tense but manageable situation was now an all-out war. Ridge and Steffy had long been at odds with Brooke, but Carter's betrayal pushed the tensions between the families to the breaking point. Ridge, disillusioned by the drama surrounding him, seemed more determined than ever to distance himself from Brooke. Steffy, still reeling from Carter's actions, was resolute in her desire to protect the family, no matter the cost. Brooke, caught in the crossfire, struggled to maintain any semblance of peace. At the heart of the matter was the Forrester legacy. Ridge, Steffy, and even Brooke were trying to protect what they had built, whether it was the Forrester business or their family relationships. But in doing so, they were all losing sight of what mattered most, the people they loved. The week ended on a cliffhanger, with the future of both the Forrester business and the Forrester family hanging in the balance. In conclusion, the week of December 9 on The Bold and the Beautiful was a pivotal moment for the Forrester family. Steffy and Ridge found themselves confronting Carter's betrayal, while Brooke, caught in the mess of family drama, faced the fallout of her own decisions. As the season progressed, viewers were left eagerly anticipating the next chapter of this complicated and passionate saga. The stakes were higher than ever before, and no one knew how the Forrester family would recover or if they could.